Alright, hello, and this is JAYSTEPHER here with another LEGO project that I made, and it looks familiar. This is my second house. This is actually a somewhat reproduction of the Amityville Horror House out of LEGO. This took a while to build, probably about 2 weeks. So I'm going to give you a 3D view of what I've done. And this took a while to build. I left the door open, but close that door. As you can see, this is a lot of Legos that I actually had invested in this. So, this house is also one of those ones that you can take the stories apart, and it actually is playable. You can actually play with this. So, the windows, I had to get these windows specially, and these are not shutters, these are actually tiles. So that's one of the things I actually had to find. But if you look at close to the one that you see, like Google on the internet, you'll see that the house looks almost identical. And these little archways were pretty easy to do, best I can get. But got the little balcony on top. There's a sunroom down here. Put a little water fountain in it. So let's take this thing apart. As you may notice, this is one of the houses that I built that I can actually take the stories off. Alright, so we're looking inside the house. Just like a typical LEGO house that I built. So here's the sunroom. And here's the family room with an actual fireplace with a chimney. Those are always fun to put in. Here's the entranceway with the back door. So that was pretty fun. I actually have tile in there. Here's a den. And here's the kitchen. This was pretty fun. Let's see, we'll rotate around here to give you a better look at everything here. Here's the back part of the house. Here's the back porch. Here's the rest of the kitchen with the breakfast nook, or just the dining room table. Now, this house is supposed to have a basement. Of course, this is LEGO, so I can't put a basement in there, so I just put a bathroom in here. I can zoom in. It'll let me zoom in. Of course, it's a Sony. What do you expect? So this is pretty fun. Really a fun project. And I'll start taking some of this apart here because I need to put the second story. I'm going to show you what the second story looks like. This thing actually has 6 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So I'm getting bigger. As you may see, that this is real easy. These just snap in place. Seamless construction. Here is the second story hallway. Here's a full bathroom. Toilet, sink, tub. The master bedroom. I actually took time to actually make a good bedroom set for this. Here's another bedroom. Here's another one with some beds. Here's another room, more like children's rooms. So that's the second story. Here's the balcony for the sunroom, the sun porch, or the sunroom. And we'll stick the third story on here. As you notice, the roof, I removed the top section of the roof. There is the third story hallway. Another bedroom with 2 beds. And I took the other bedroom and made it into some kind of an office. As you can actually see, you can see out of the windows. I just used some standard 3x4 glass windows in there. Nothing fancy. Also, the chimney is actually a real chimney, so if you look down in there, of course you could barely see the light down in there. And this is the top part of the roof. Nothing fancy, just roof, chimney. Basically just fits on like so. There you go. I had to find all these tiles. I had these, but not these. I had to order these. Just to get this right arch. Just right. So that was fun. So I had to order all these caps. I had all this. I had the windows. I had to order these windows special. But those are 2x3 windows. Those are pretty cool. The fountain, excuse the beige color. That was the only thing I had. But it turned out real good. And that's the famous Amityville house. Very fun project. And I might make several versions of this, but I think I'm going to make instructions for this. Maybe post them on the net. Maybe you can come up with something better, I don't know, but just a fun little toy. And it is fully playable. So, thanks for watching, and I'll come up with some more creative ideas.